KNOE 8 News Severe Weather Alert.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me for this exclusive about all of the winter weather that we are seeing. It is currently 11 o'clock here in the Arklamis, and as the winter weather mix has started to fall across the Arklamis, and we are going to jump right into some DOTD traffic cameras that we can see throughout our area so we can really check in on what we're seeing across our area. And I'm going to start with 165 at Renwick. If you look at this camera, it is frozen right now. We have some, as you can tell, icy weather out on the road. So if you're driving, be sure you're driving extra careful. I do also want to show you this traffic camera at Richwood. It really shows the buildup on those roads and how dangerous conditions like this can be, because I took a step outside of the station and I could tell it's not really snow that we're seeing, it is ice. And if you are driving on ice, it can be very, very dangerous, especially in those black areas where you can see cars have come down and kind of tunneled their way through that ice. It can be very, very slick and very slippery, so be sure you're being extra careful if you are on the roads. And then here is Forsyth Bypass. You can really see the conditions on this one here. It is quite iced over, if I might say. And then we are also going to take a look at I-20 here. There are quite a few cameras, but I'm going to show you this one over by Pecanland Mile, and this is a live stream of what's happening over there. And as you can see, there are still cars on the road, but you can see this truck right here. They are going very slow, just to be sure that they are doing okay in these conditions, again, because the roads can be very slick, very dangerous. And as we get into this winter storm and keep moving through, we're just going to see it keep building. So again, it's not advised that you be on the roads right now if you don't have to be, but if you are, be sure you are driving slow and careful like this truck right here. Now we are going to go for updates on the road conditions. So because of the icy conditions in those roads, getting that buildup of snow and ice, there are quite a few closures, and we are going to start with I-20 eastbound on ramp from LA 34, which is the Stella and Mill Street fly ramp in West Monroe. That one is closed. LA 546, the railroad overpass in West Monroe is closed, and then 546 overpass. The I-20 in West Monroe is closed as well. So we are seeing a lot of closures roll in. The Pecanland Mall fly ramp is closed. That was this camera right here. So be sure you're not driving there. The I-20 westbound ramp on St. John Street in Monroe is also closed. The 18th Street overpass in Monroe is closed. Indom Bridge and Lee Joyner Bridge are both closed in Monroe as well. And it's because those bridges ice over faster than the roads. So be sure, again, if you're out, not to drive over any bridges if you can help it. Plum Street underpass in Monroe is also closed. We have several closures in Rapides Parish and Arkansas. So be sure you're staying up to date with all of that on our website, knoe.com. And we have had quite a few people also showing us what they're seeing from their own backyards. And it's a lot of consistent images. As you can see, there's a lot of ice buildup. This is a trampoline right here. You can't really tell it's a trampoline just because it's covered by white. Miss Rita actually sent us a video of her yard, and you can see, I mean, it's pretty iced over. There is buildup happening. And then this is in Ouachita Parish, and you can see it's that same icy conditions, and then here as well. And I actually wanted to point out this tree right here. You can see on some of the branches, it is getting a little bit of buildup of ice and snow, and that can become dangerous for dead limbs. So be sure you're staying aware and cautious around those trees. Now I am going to go over to some closings that we are seeing. We have quite a few across our area. So be sure you're keeping up with everything on our website, again, knoe.com, and I mean, it can go on forever. And if you want to see the different things that are closed, we do have a filter here, so you can see businesses that are closed, churches, events, government, healthcare providers, and schools. I know it's a Saturday, so obviously those schools are going to be closed, but we will tell you exactly how long those schools may be closed for. Monday going into Tuesday, possibly, I've seen on some. So again, be sure you're going to our website and checking all of those closures. It's advised, again, that you not be on the roads right now, but if you have to be, it's very important to know what is open and what is not. Now we are going to look at outages. I know over the last couple of days, we have been talking about how prevalent outages can be here in our area, but as of right now, we aren't seeing any. As you can see, it's all green on this Entergy map, which is a good thing. Again, that means there are no outages yet, but that can change, so be sure you are prepared, that you have your devices charged, everything like that, just in case we do see power outages later today and into tomorrow. And if we do have power outages, we also have some warming centers that are open in our area that can keep you warm if you do lose power. We have one in West Monroe, Balkanville, Bastrop, Vidalia, Ridgecrest, Faraday, Clayton, Monterey, Tallulah, several in Union Parish, Jackson Parish, West Carroll Parish, Franklin and Wynne, Ruston and El Dorado, and Chico County. And as you can see, I mean, there are quite a few open. Communities are working very hard to make sure that people in the area are safe, that they are warm and taken care of. So if that's something you need, be sure again to check out our website to see where all of those warming centers are and where you can go if it is something you need. I know several have cots, meals, ready to eat, things like that. So if that's something you need, again, be sure to check out our website. And if you have a phone, I also advise you download our KNOE News app and our KNOE Weather app. Both are free in the App Store, and it just allows you to keep up with things like this. But as of right now, we do have several reporters out and about in these icy conditions, one of those being Shahid Evans. He is live this morning outside of the Brookshires in Monroe. And Shahid, what have you been seeing in this last hour?
Well, Mallory, as you can see behind me, there's ice everywhere. Like you said, it's not snow, it's ice. And official leaders believed, do not drive on this ice that can cause driving hazards. As you guys can see, Brookshire is still open. They're allowing customers to come in and shop for the little things that they need. But one little thing that you guys should know is the power outage. Energy says yesterday that they are working on little things throughout the year to make sure that the power do not go out. So Mallory, I'll have more news for you guys at 5.